Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader, reading books for you. Today I will be reading chapter 49 from Two Worlds, a novel of friends and foes from strange places, by Laura T. Lee. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to the author for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I've included links where you may find and purchase this book. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Chapter 49. The next morning, Lily and her friends gathered near Central Park. Stacy gave a brief report. I saw Teresa last night from my hotel window. I'm sure it was her. She was walking, possibly running, in the direction of the Statue of Liberty's location. Well, its previous location, which is away from here, Tara said. We can still try to blend in. I already have ideas. She pointed to all of them, one by one. Lily and Juanita, you should be fine. Stay in school as long as you can. Stacy, I'm thinking you should be, a volunteer for Lily's school. I'll think about what I can do. But Jake, Tara thought for a moment. You need a job. Jake looked incredulous. Who, me? Yeah, there's an opening for cashiers at the Kmart over there. Tara replied distractedly. But I'm starving, Stacy announced. Food must have been on everyone's mind because Lily and her friends began to search for a restaurant. There's a McDonald's over there, Lily pointed. No, there isn't. Jake, I'm sure. See the big M? Stacy, do you see it? Wait. Tara, I see it. I see it too. Me too. I am starving. They reached the McDonald's and went in, ordering jumbo fries and hamburgers and an extra large salad. Tara was vegetarian. In a few minutes, Lily and the others were inhaling fries. Tara munched down her salad, soon full of fast food. They went to the Kmart to see if they could get anything of actual value. As they got closer to the store, Lily heard a shuffling sound. Jake yelped in surprise as he was dragged into a nearby alley by someone in a black sweatshirt. Lily stopped the others from running into the alley as Jake began to speak. Gah! Wah! Yo, little dude. Parker, I am very glad to see you, but for the last time, I am not little. And what are you wearing? It looks awful. Thank you for noticing. How many times have you hit your head? Okay, just because I hit my head a billion times back home doesn't mean I have to hit my head on Earth. Yeah, hey, it's been like several hours since I've eaten, and you smell like unhealthy stuff. Do you have a hamburger? In my stomach, yes. There were more scuffling sounds, and soon Parker came out of the alley, dragging Jake like a naughty dog. Juanita instantly pounced on him, scolding. Parker, where have you been, you idiot? That is no way to treat your poor little sister, by which I mean me, leaving her all alone. And so on. Jake snuck off back to the McDonald's and bought his older brother a hamburger. Parker munched on it and stood politely, watching as Juanita rambled on and on for what seemed like hours on end. Eventually, she ran out of breath. Parker finished off his burger and smacked Jake on the back, nearly knocking him over. "Well, bro, we better get going. I hear Teresa's been up to naughty stuff, messing up the Statue of Liberty. What an accomplishment!" Lily decided to interrupt the conversation before Jake started screaming. "That wasn't Teresa, that was Sophie," she said. The color drained from Parker's face. "Say what?" "Teresa is being chased by her sister," Stacy explained. "She's even more powerful than we thought," Oneida added. "Gradually, she's sapping Teresa's energy and her powers." Parker took a deep breath. "Well, I wasn't expecting that. She devastated the Elfin City 10 years ago, back in 2027. Sophie destroyed half of the city. I wasn't hurt, but I got pretty freaked out when she left Jake dangling from the 20th floor outside the damaged main center." "I was only 147 years old," Jake complained. "I couldn't defend myself." "I don't know. I would be so sad if she demolished all the candy stores on this planet," Parker said with a shake of his head. Next to Lily, Stacy shuddered, as if recalling the terrible candy incident. "Anyway, Teresa dropped us all over New York City. I fell in a trash can. Ouch!" "We can all be sympathetic and cry later, but we need to find my mom and Stacy's sister," Tara interrupted. "Right!" Jake smacked Parker's back, who turned around and hit Jake on his back, sending him sprawling. "Ow!" Stacy helped Jake to his feet, and they all began toward the Empire State Building after Lily suggested it. As they were walking down 5th Street, Stacy suddenly stopped in her tracks and whispered, "Do you hear that?" Coming from their right side was the sound of a toddler screaming and crying. Stacy dashed into the street and disappeared around the block, coming back seconds later with her sister Sandra in her arms. Sandra had stopped crying and was now focused on eating the end of her flowered shirt. "I found her next to a garbage can," she said happily. They took a detour and dropped off Sandra at Lily's home, much to her mother's confusion, before continuing their walk. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for Chapter 50. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description below, I've included links where you may find and purchase this book.